I know it's hard to believe, but the only reason that our thoughts have so much power over us is because we believe them. And that radio station keeps playing, and eventually it becomes normal. If you take a minute to think about it, there are hundreds and hundreds of experiences, memories, ideas. A nice lady named Eileen last night told me about innate health, and in that approach, very overlapping many things we do, we have hundreds and hundreds of memories and experiences that happen every day, and yet not all of them stick around. Not all of the thoughts matter. Some pass through quite without any issue. And why is that? Because we don't attribute to it significance. So it's almost like there's a marker in our brain that says significant, thought, 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 significant, thought, 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 significant, 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 significant. And so what we remember is things that were highly significant, good, bitter, bad, amazing. They get marked with a meaning. Marked with a meaning. But it's not a permanent ink marker. Although it sure feels like it, doesn't it? And on a D-Day, woo! It's like there's no other world because you are where your thoughts are. And really a thought is like a world in of itself. Thinking. I am in a relationship where I can't get what I need. I am in a relationship where I can't trust my partner. I am in a relationship where I'm always have to do everything. I'm in a relationship when my partner doesn't understand me. I'm in a relationship where my parents invalidate me all the time. I'm in a relationship. So the thought itself, whether it's true or not, it absolutely makes us experience that very thing. Now, it might be there, or it might not. It might be there partially. But the more I attribute it significance. And so I want you to know there's an unconscious, or maybe you're aware of it, semi-conscious or semi-aware pattern of attributing significance. Significance, that's significant. So the way in is the way out here. So we're going to work on making them not significant. If it's possible, the most powerful thing you can do for that radio station is just to label the entire thing as not significant. You know, they say in the world of cheesy quotes, what is the opposite of love? Hate. No, 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 no. The opposite of love is indifference or apathy. Love is a highly significant feeling, and hate is a highly significant feeling. So it's sort of like we're saying there's significance, and then there's the lack of significance. So you tell me, which is it? You've come to believe after all these years that what you're thinking is highly significant. But then it actually is not. And so when we wrestle with it, and we said in our brief reminder, when we wrestle with it, we fight against it, the straitjacket gets tighter. And so the mindfulness experts and the Buddhist gurus and the Indian gurus and the mystics and the psychologists and everybody's trying to get us to disengage. Easier said than done. They make it sound like you just stop, just don't focus on it, don't think about it, and everything will be fine. Let it pass through like a storm cloud. Well, that's absolutely true. But it may not be where you're at. And if you're anything like me, that seems way off sometimes. I think realizing what's going on is a form of release. Just knowing that there's this cycle going on. I can watch it instead of live it. In our Emotions 101 course, we have a great technique we shared there called the movie mindfulness technique, where we watch our thoughts and patterns on a screen. So I'm not even trying to disengage from the thought. I'm just sort of becoming aware of the fact that I keep attributing significance to something that has no significance. So therefore, what is there to do? If I want to be in today, if I want to have a today instead of a yesterday or a tomorrow, I'm going to need to work on thinking about step one. Thinking about this pattern, if you agree with it, the significance matchmaker. Significance matchmaker. Significance matchmaker. Who do you think causes you pain every day? Who do you think takes away the joy, the joy? The significance maker. You know, it's like one of those evil superheroes. The significance maker. So step one is to attribute, to understand what's going on. And step two is to think about, is this thing really significant? Does it matter? You're not working on thought stopping or wrong things here. Wrong, proving it wrong. We're just saying, does it matter? You know, if you have a guy come over who's just babbling all the time about Babylon, babbling about Babylon, bubbling, bills, bilstress, blabba. Do you really care? It might be annoying. You want to shut up. You can't concentrate. But aside from that, you're like, that's Bob. Okay, Bob blabbers, bibbling, blundering, insignificant rubbish. So if so, you really just don't really take him serious. You don't say, oh, what he said about Afghanistan. Oh my gosh, and what he said about this and that. So consider the source. Step one, be aware of the pattern that our mind has an automatic significance maker. Step two, be aware of the source. Consider the source. Is this a reputable, significant, credible source? Take a look at it and you realize, of course not. Have yourself a blessed weekend, and I hope these thoughts will help you connect with truth, your path, your true self, and become free from these negative introjecting significance maker thought patterns. Amen. Significance.